Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you might be at. This is Freddie here with my good pal Scott here for a ALTTPR open weekly daily open open weekly race. How are you today, Scott? As I trip over
I'm
my
doing good, Freddie. How are you?
I'm doing fine, hanging in there. So it looks like we have a nice spread of competitors today for this race. Got about 25 entrants in total, and we should be getting started here anytime now. Got a number of people on the restream. What kind of start are you hoping for today?
I don't know. It's a basic open seed, so I'm just looking to see more about. I mean, we've got 4 really decent racers here, and I really would like to see more where we see variation between them than anything else. I want to see who to take. The most risky early plays that we can see.
Yeah, that'd be some fun. Get some differing variation. Hoping we'll see some like South Kakariko entrances maybe here instead of just
Maybe an early Sahasrah's Closet or something like that.
Yes, I know. One of your favorites, I know. So we got 1 sink and 3 sets of bombs in Link's house. So definitely could get that early Saha check.
That's a great start. But they're all gonna hold hands on their way up to Uncle, it looks like.
Yep. It's like Uncle start for these. Something I have been doing lately, though, is that Uncle start into Saha before I head to CAC.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like, especially with open races, because there's less variation in it, the person who takes the out-of-the-box play or the risk, the gamble, early on, has such high potential, especially in early spheres, for just skyrocketing far ahead of everybody else. You know what I mean? Whoever can get that early item, early information. Now, I did not see what was on Lumberjack just now. Did you get a good view of that on P-Trade's screen?
Was that flippers? I couldn't tell if that was a 5 rupee or another blue item.
I couldn't see.
So it sounds like, according to our tracker, one of our trackers, Ike here,
looks like it's flippers.
5 of flippers. So our 2 trackers today are Ike here and Jinxie Girl. Thank you for tracking today. It's keeping me paying attention to what's going on. For sure. Oh, hey, look at Chimo's heading to that Saha play.
Very cool. See, so this could be big. Like, could you imagine if this is like Boots or something crazy?
Boots, flute, bottle are probably the 3 things I like to find early in a play like this.
Mm-hmm.
Money's not terrible. Makes it easier to afford Bottle Merchant, since all we've really seen early this seed are arrows.
Well, swing and a miss for that Sahasrah's Closet.
Yeah.
But you never know, that 50 rupees could end up being something on Bottle Vendor that no one else can afford.
Yeah, and P-Train not going to Link's house yet is hurting on bombs here, so we'll have to see if he gets lucky to find any down in Blind's Hut.
Well, yeah.
Or the well, but he's already in Blind's Hut, so.
Yep.
Got a sword down here. And there's another 50 rupees, so 50 rupees not as useful for Chimo now, but might be able to buy some bombs.
For Chimo is going to give him enough for Bottle Vendor at this point, so
yep,
he can cycle right down to it if he wants to.
Yeah, 50 rupee. There's 50 rupees in the well and the Blind's Hut, so. Oh, and there's the 300 in the back of the tavern.
Back of the inn.
Yeah, money not an issue anymore. So we got synced up here with Windfox and Lana Bean on the left, both going through. We'll get our first check of well here shortly, while everyone else just kind of starts heading through the rest of Kakariko. Just 5 rupees in Chicken Hut. That hurts for P-Train a little bit. There was bombs just sitting in the well instead.
Yeah, that is pretty rough.
Oop, bottle as well. Or two bottles. And synced lamps.
So, what do you think, Freddy? Do you think we're gonna find a second sword and be forced into AGA 1, or do you think we're gonna get let off by RNGesus here and get our Dark World access somewhere in the lower loop?
Well, honestly, I would rather just get Aga out of the way in a seed like this, because with
You know you're
with
gonna
two
need it.
pendants in the light world and flippers on the lumberjack, it seems exceedingly likely.
Inevitable that Swamp Palace is going to be a necessity, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So say we got a sick kid. And yeah, it's going to be logically required regardless, because Ice Palace and Swamp both require flippers. But we can get around the Ice Palace one.
We can get around the Ice Palace is all, yeah.
It's like Lana Bean heading back to grab a few more bombs. After bombing the merchant.
That's the bomb of spite.
Yep, it looks like we didn't have more boots required on the library. We are getting a straight race game from Windfox and Lana. Zora money is always nice. Especially since we're also looking at an early
yeah, we know those flippers
pod.
they're likely gonna be relevant, so it could be that we're gonna get sent up there sooner rather than later. Okay, here we're getting some real deviation now. We've got Windfox doing Hyrule Castle checks, and we're getting South Shore from Lana Bean and from P-Train. Chimo's just retreading ground we've seen the other racers do already. What a disappointing mini Moldorm cave, wow. Wow, these are some pretty slim pickings here, Freddy.
I've been muted, apparently.
Apparently.
I don't know how long I've been muted, but hi, everybody.
Not very long.
Okay.
But this is pretty barren.
Yeah, we only got a few checks left. We got Agina, which we're seeing now. I did not see what was on Desert Ledge, but... Yeah, so we got... Agina we're checking now. We have... Oh, jeez. There's that Master Sword. Sitting in Darkross.
In Darkross.
Oh, and a book in Agina. P-Train like, I guess I go into Desert? We definitely haven't seen the Moon Pearl yet, so even with the Master Sword in hand,
now
I don't know if you rush.
Was Windfox not able to progress to the back of
No, he had no small key.
No small key. I was looking, but I didn't quite see.
Okay, Ice Rod Cave is just a piece of heart.
So, Desert, Eastern, or we just go right through and get our shiny little Moon Pearl off of Pyramid Ledge.
I mean, yeah. Never know. Or it's sitting right in the map chest here. Of Desert. Seed.
Oh, there it is. All right. So now the question is, how many of our runners are going to check Agina before they do Castle Tower?
That is the question. Looks like Windfox is doing South Shore now.
Right.
And P-Train and Shimo are both heading into the castle, so everyone's going to get their Master Sword, but only P-Train has that Moon Pearl at hand. And I imagine we won't see P-Train head over to Eastern area at this point.
Well, P-Train's still got to go into Darkross and get his second sword.
Yeah, but he'll do it while he's here.
Yeah.
I assume, unless he's just doing a Uncle check to hedge bets. But that seems to not be the case, so...
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do it.
So Lana Bean heading to Eastern area. We'll see if she continues into it. Looks like no, just a Saha check there.
Yep.
I know she died, so she hasn't done Agina or Ice Rod Cave yet. I don't know if she's done Dam yet. Looks like she's going Dam to Agina though, so. As long as she takes the bait to the thing, it'll be good.
Ooh, we've got some fake flipper checks going on Windfox's side here now.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure the majority of our restreamed racers here have not gotten that Lumberjack has flippers info. I'm pretty sure the majority of them have skipped it.
Well, that's a good point. P-Train, I think, is the only one that's seen it.
So he's the only one with knowledge that's... I would imagine that the moment that he's able to get them, he's going to go beeline for them.
That's, I think 4 of our 5 300 rupees already.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Pearl is in Desert Main. Desert Map Chest, rather. With the book being right where Lana Bean is heading now. Okay, so Chimo getting the sword and not heading up the mountain either. Get the nice talk from Agina themselves.
So it looks like we're just going to get a Zora check and look at the ledge. Ledge is nothing. Just a big 20.
Yeah, I'm curious if Lana is actually going to go straight to the castle, because she does not have the knowledge. But with only Eastern left, might just do it anyway.
What's interesting is that it means that boots are looming somewhere as well, because otherwise you can't get those flippers. So they're going to be... At least we know they're not going to be all the way in GT or somewhere impossible to find by the end of the seed.
Yeah, Zora sure would have been interesting, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so P-Train...
we do have the Eastern checks from Chimo.
Oh, Chimo did continue on to Eastern, nice. Okay, and Lana Bean gets her Moon Pearl, while P-Train is heading up the climb now. We'll see where Lana Bean heads next. Yep, heading to Aga, so not too far behind P-Train here. And we'll see if something in Eastern pays out. So far, looks like we're 2 items in already with nothing useful.
With bottle number 3.
Yeah, empty no less.
So Windfox is going to make the Eastern play as well, it looks like. Yep.
Yep.
Which
Also,
I suppose if you're looking for one item, it is where the greatest check density is for them right now, so that does make sense to go there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're both going to figure out that their actual progression is sitting in Desert behind Agina book, which is great, fantastic. Also, if anyone wants to throw in their guesses for how many blue balls we think we're getting today.
Yeah, it's about that time, it's true.
Got a nice mix. I'm gonna stick with.
I like Starfall Infinity's guess. He guesses all the blue balls.
Just all the blue balls.
Just all. They're all there. Every single one of them. It's not an incompletable seed. We're gonna have to get Sinak involved and let him know.
Yeah, just consistent blue balls every time.
Aga won infinite blue balls.
And last item's on the Boston Eastern, so I think the only plus side here is that the big key was in the big key chest, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, when Windfox gets there, he's got to be thinking either that his progression is either on Pyramid Ledge or on Agina. So, it'd be interesting to see which one he chooses. I would personally choose Pyramid Ledge in this case, which is why I'm a commentator and not a runner here.
If I had one check left, I would probably just go check it. Like, it's especially with no Moon Pearl, it's hard to justify it. If I had like Hookshot, maybe I'd think about it, or even Bow.
Stayman HS wants to know what's the max number of blue balls you've ever watched or played. Ike here says he's played an 11. I've seen an 11. I think I may have seen
played
12
an 8.
once. An 8? Oh. Ooh.
I haven't been counting, but P-Train's already done, so I'm guessing it's in the 2 to 3 range.
Probably pretty low, yeah. I think that's a good assessment there.
There's one. Oh, and there's the bow. Hey, go to pod. Hey, go to pod. Wait, did P-Train just save and quit?
Yep.
I guess he wants to go to Eastern first with that bow. Well, get another item. I want to say that was a 3, but once again, I was not paying enough attention. Actually, no, if it was there, it would have been a 4? Maybe it was a 4.
And we've got no Moon Pearl for Windfox, so he did exactly what I thought he was going to do, and he just went straight for.
Look, guess what the last pendant is.
Meanwhile, Chimo somewhere magically has found boots. I didn't see where he got them.
I was told to ignore it. There was a mistake.
I'm going to ignore it. Okay.
Also,
I'm just going to pretend like Chimo has some kind of tech that none of us can understand at this point.
he's just
Like,
that fast.
Just that fast. So fast, not even our trackers know how it got lit up.
That's true, it is Sonic. Just automatically has
playing
the
Sonic. Just starts with him.
Also, Windfox is doing that climb without the boots and is going to get a bow. Funnily enough. One thing I did notice was that Swamp was the last pendant. So technically...
So technically those flippers don't need to be retrieved.
We technically could get through the seed without boots, I think, still. Because Desert is also a pendant.
That's very true, yep.
So that could be fun. I imagine we'll actually run into boots sooner rather than later, but...
Serix, thank you for the raid. Everybody, welcome to the ALTTP Daily Race Open Weekly.
Okay, so I am curious what's on this boss here. I'll have to wait a bit for P-Train to find it, but in the meantime, Lana Bean is giving us our first look at Pod, with bow in hand. Can't do that though. You need a key for that.
At least she didn't bomb the door.
I feel like she wanted to.
Yep. Yeah, that bobblehead sprite is really throwing me off as well for P-Train.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to figure that out as well. Like, It's just a Link sprite. That's boring. Wait a second, that's not how the Link sprite goes.
Well, it is this time, Freddy.
Apparently. Big Lana Bean setting up a Death Warp here, getting our gloves, which is entirely expected, honestly. I think someone in chat already called
they called it out like literally like 30 seconds before. Yeah, Guy McGuy is now the Seed Whisperer at this point.
Yep.
Well done.
And with that, that's 2 items in the front, so the big key chest is blocking a key, so hopefully Lana Bean realizes and doesn't go to try to do it. Perfect. Meanwhile, I still haven't been counting blue balls again, so I'll trust chat when they said 4.
Yeah, Bo's on Pyramid Ledge, where Windfox is hoping he's about to find Moon Pearl, and then doesn't.
Yeah. So now Windfox is going to walk all the way back into Eastern to once again hope to find Moon Pearl, and instead it's going to be maybe nothing? At least be a crystal. Chimo also getting his bow, so that is all 4 of our Aga 1s done, with only one of our runners knowing that it's actually required. Well, technically required. Lana Bean doesn't like shields.
I know so many people in this community that hate getting shields.
It's honestly a meme at this point for me. Yeah.
It really has become one, hasn't it?
Yep. Oh, what was on Eastern Boss? I don't see any items, so I'm guessing nothing.
I would assume disappointment, but peace of heart, so disappointment.
Disappointment, yeah. So, what does Glove actually get us?
Back of escape.
Back of escape. Yep. It gets us the back of escape.
Is doing right now, I would assume.
It gets us catfish, and it gets us the mountain with no hook shot or mirror or hammer, for that matter.
Mm-hmm. Gets us desert boss. You're absolutely right.
Not without boots.
Not without big key either, though.
Never mind. You're right. It does get us desert.
Yeah, big. I guess. Yeah. Now we got desert.
Well, so there's the boot. So Lana Bean probably gonna head straight to checking Lumberjack. Honestly, like, I would be surprised if she didn't here.
Just gonna get those flippers.
Of course, the flippers by themselves don't really get us anything. We're still missing.
We get Waterfall
West.
Cave out of it.
Yeah, we do get Waterfall Cave out of it. There's the 4th bottle too.
Gosh.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a check into grabbing it, or oh nope, she's not. This is a bold move.
The only person who has knowledge on Lumberjack right now is P-Train.
Yep. And P-Train is getting his glove here shortly. And will probably do a similar route as Lana Bean, except grabbing the flippers.
Yeah, Guy McGuy, Lumberjack had flippers on it. So.
Talking about glove, Chimo has it now too. And Windfox just killed Armos, right?
Yes.
So Windfox is heading to...
He got his piece of heart. He still needs his Moon Pearl.
Yeah, sure does. He's heading there now, though.
Oh god, I just realized that he dipped Eastern just to go up, kill Aga to get the bow, thinking that Moon Pearl was on Armos Knights. That's demoralizing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Good lord.
Okay, it looks like Lana Bean is finally heading to Eastern area, so...
Yep.
She's gonna get not much, but be less checks away from getting funneled into Lumberjack. And it'll be a bit faster since she has boots.
So now that things are slowly starting to open up, what are you hoping that we see as a go mode item here, Freddy? I know we're still fairly early in, but
not Ice Rod?
Not Ice Rod. Okay. I'm hoping we get a legitimate go mode item. I don't want to see medallions.
Or Medallion. I'd be fine without Medallion as well, yeah. We still have a lot of items to go to for Go mode, though.
Oh, I know. That's the point. Like hammer, hook shot, or fire rod would all be acceptable in my opinion for Go mode items. Throw one of them on a pedestal, maybe.
Yeah.
Just Did we get some angry sword slashes from Windfox here? Let's see. Nope.
Windfox just is kind of resigned to his fate at this point. Not really too far behind.
No,
Mostly a pod clear, but
not at all. Because you have to look at it, he's up in Eastern right now too. So really the only one that's really pulled ahead in my opinion is P-Train.
Indeed, yeah. Assuming he goes to the natural back of escape here.
Yeah.
Not sure where else he would go, but
I mean, you could go to the mountain. That's definitely it's definitely enticing. You never know what's going to be up there.
yeah, but that's basically on the way to the mountain. If you're going to go to the mountain, you may as well check it.
It's true.
Okay, so let's see what Chimo does, actually. So Chimo...
Sorry.
So we'll see if Chimo gets the flippers and gets a little bit of an advantage there. He's ahead of P-Train currently, but without a Eastern clear.
So looking at that map check that we got from Windfox just a second ago, it looks like our red crystals are Thieves Town and Misery Mire.
Well, we're not very close to either of those. And Chimo is doing, I think this is blind. I don't think he checked it first, so...
Yeah, Thieves Town were, what, a hook shot away? And Misery Mire were 100 years away from even thinking about that.
Yeah, we're a lot of things away from that. I mean, I guess technically we could only be Glove and Mitts away.
True.
Okay. So Chimo got the flippers and is heading up the mountain anyway. P-Train got his boots and I imagine heading straight to the flippers.
Yep.
And Lana Bean getting that Eastern boss down. So we'll see where she goes next. She doesn't really have that much left. It's pretty much Catfish.
Well, it's the flippers are what are throwing it. I mean, I really think Waterfall could be something in this case.
It almost has to be Waterfall in this case, yeah. We know it's not on Hobo, where Chimo's heading.
Have we seen the mountain yet? I don't think we've seen the mountain yet. So the mountain.
No, we've seen the mountain.
We have?
Both Chimo and Lana Bean have done the mountain now, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, it could be on Desert Boss. Or Desert, the rest of Desert.
That's true, which is what Lana Bean appears to be banking on.
Yeah. I mean, can't say I blame her. She could have just forgotten about the Lumberjack. I know that's a thing I've done in the past.
Yep. Well, we're going to get the flipper checks out of Chimo right now, so we're going to know pretty quickly what the right move was.
Flippers could just be a big bait.
Could be.
Wind Fox, I believe this is the Death Warp from Bowlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And here's our waterfall check. 20 rupees. A bit of suspense. And the mirror.
There it is.
That still doesn't open a ton. That's basically Hera.
Let's see. It gives us Hera. It gives us K45. It gives us...
We don't have access to South Dark World yet.
Oh, you're
or West
right.
Dark World at all yet. Yeah.
Huh. Well, it looks like we're going to Hera. It could also be Ether Tablet. Which,
True.
granted, is right next to Hera, but...
Yeah, it looks like P-Train's finally checking Ice Rod Cave, having skipped it earlier.
Yep.
This is on the way to Zora as well, though, so we'll get the... So he'll get the mirror as well. And Chimo is going to follow that mirror straight over. What was in Desert Big? Was it an item or a map?
It was an item. So we've got a map on Landbow, but Lana Bean's going to finish it because Landbow is green pendant. But
yeah.
That's a room I almost never ever see, but...
Yeah, right. It's a good game knowledge, though, remembering that room exists. So.
Right.
Oh.
Ether Tablet is the hook shot.
Okay, green pendant's looking a lot less likely at this point.
Yeah.
The good news for Lana Bean is that she's going to get funneled into it, but...
Right. Because she's last locationing Lumberjack.
Yeah. And there is, as chat pointed out, there is the possibility of PED being available as well. And
that's true.
So getting this might be a requirement for that. There are a good number of things that could be on pedestal at this point. And Windfox pulling up a bit behind a bit, but getting his boots.
Yeah, and depending which way he lets those boots send him, I mean... It's really anybody's game still.
Okay, we'll see if Windfox remembers to check Lumberjack here. Did P-Train go to the mountain yet? P-Train did go to the mountain already.
P-Train went to the mountain,
yeah. With his mirror. So we still haven't seen Catfish, which is the only other thing in Logic, really. Though we do have East Death Mountain now, Paradox with that hookshot.
So Windfox is going to take that Lumberjack play, so he's making up a little bit of time here.
Yeah, definitely.
As long as he ignores Desert and carries on and does that waterfall check, he could be potentially pulling ahead of Lana Bean, provided that nothing is on that green pendant and there isn't anything on bed.
I think that last item might be in the basement here, unless this was just to get out faster, but with mirror in hand. And just 20 rupees on Saha. Oh, Windfox doing our pedestal check here.
Oh,
so we're going to find out pretty quickly how required this is. Just couch cash, so...
could you imagine if that had read, like Fire Rod?
Or Swirly Coin? Dang it, I missed the Hera basement again. Was anything in... Or Hera main floor, rather?
I didn't see.
Actually, I think there was no small key, was there? There is an item in basement? Okay. Thank you once again. Ooh, half magic
you.
sitting over in Paradox.
Thank you, Jinxie girl.
Also, with that hook shot, that does open up the entirety of West Dark World, so
Yes.
at this point, our next progression is probably in Hype Cave.
It could be anywhere at this point. That's a huge sphere to open up. Can you imagine? You get that hook shot. That's
Oh. So, Lana Bean is water walking and gonna get her mirror that way. And is still not gonna get the flippers. Will Lana Bean ever get the flippers this seed? I don't know.
unless you know. Well, I guess you don't need swamp. So unless we've got progression hidden in there, flippers aren't necessarily required.
Exactly. We are just hammer from that being available, too. Oh, there's your fire rod.
Oh god, we have another prediction too.
Yeah?
Yep, prediction of hammer being in first chest of swamp.
Oh no.
Flippers are indeed logically required. Because even if there was nothing in swamp, you would need them for Ice Palace.
Yep. Okay, so with fire rod and oh, that was the ice rod, not the fire rod. Sorry, the colors were a little off for me, I guess.
It's both. Ice Rod was in Paradox, and Fire Rod was in Spiral.
Oh, I missed the ice rod pickup.
At least I'm fairly certain that's what I saw. The trackers will correct me, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're getting our North Dark World checks now for Chimo. While Windfox and Lana Bean are heading to Ice, or Hera.
Right.
I think Lana Bean skipped Ether Tablet here?
That's very possible. Windfox is getting his hook shot, and we'll see what rod this will. Yeah, it's Fire Rod for sure on Spiral.
Yeah, she did get the hook shot, okay. And that was 100% a fire rod, yeah. Agreed. Lana Bean not finishing Hera, though, which is going to turn out to be a good call, I believe.
Yeah, so that was a pretty... I mean, if I were running this seed, I'd be really happy with that Death Mountain. I mean, both rods and half magic and powder.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, yep, there's the ice rod. Okay. We're getting pretty close to Hammer Mitts glow mode here, though. Or flute, for that matter.
Hammer, Mitts, flute, or medallion, or Samaria.
That is the items we need.
Here's that catfish you've been wondering about this whole time.
The last 300.
We've got it all. All the money.
That was what I wanted to see, was the last 300 pieces. Yes, and quite probably at least one medallion here as well. It's like not much.
I don't know when the last time I've been able to go mode Skull Woods. Normally, you end up starting on that side of the map, and you end up having to double dip to go get the moth. But with the way this seed's driven them into the rods, they'll be able to go right through it.
Yeah. Got one item in the front, so...
Ooh, King's Tomb check here with the mirror.
Yep. Chimo, we saw this from Chimo on the way as well.
Oh,
Nothing
that's right.
interesting.
Yeah, I stopped watching Chimo after Graveyard Ledge was a big 20, and I missed that part of my screen when I did King's Tomb.
Okay, so Lana Bean is following Chimo and P-Train over to North Dark World.
Now, is Windfox the only one that's bothered to do Hera Basement here?
Yes, he's
This
the only
could
one
be-
that did Hera Basement.
So this is one of those times where the gamble could really pay off. You know, we know that Windfox is a little bit behind here, but if this is something...
Yeah, with that Moon Pearl, you have to feel behind at that point, so I definitely think this is a good play for him.
Yeah, I agree.
Will it pay out? We'll see.
We'll know soon.
Insult is the answer, apparently.
Well, he's valid. Someone is out there trying to tell him that you're doing the right stuff. There goes the bombs.
Uldorn being a bit of a pain, but with half magic, it's not too bad.
Yeah. You don't mean Moldorm, you mean Mothula.
I definitely meant Mothula, yes. Everything is a Moldorm, right?
It is.
Okay, looks like the last item is in the bridge chest here, unless I missed it, which is very possible. Yep, that's a key, so...
Just gonna take a second here to say that these runners are putting on a pretty awesome little clinic for us here. And if you don't already have them followed, give them a follow. I'm sure they'd really appreciate it. For that matter, give my co-commentator Freddy here a follow, and Ikir and Jinxie Girl, who are our trackers. Don't bother following me though, I never stream, so.
Follow him anyway, it's fine. You might find something crazy happen at some point.
Some Vampire Survivors or some other random game that isn't Zelda.
We'll convince you to do a Kiss Priest at some point.
Yeah, we're talking about doing a multi-world at some point. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun too. Anyway, let's... What was that other item? I wasn't even paying attention.
Which run are you
Nothing
talking
useful.
about?
The Skullwoods item.
No.
It's a nice fight from P-Train there.
Mm-hmm.
Good timing on the fire rods here. So that's P-Train is the first one to 2 crystals here. Chimo finished Skullwoods first, but has not done Eastern still. We'll see if he ends up doing... Thief's Gun is a red crystal, but with a lot of items to go to get the other red crystal, we'll see if our runners decide to wait until Hammer for this. It's a hard call? Ooh. Okay, now it's a much harder call. I was gonna say, if there wasn't a key in the front, a small key in the front,
yeah,
it's decently likely. But with a key in the front... and a compass. still a hard call, because it very could easily be nothing, so...
Just responding to chat saying that it's a pretty similar board for everybody, and yeah, it's been a fairly linear seed.
Yeah, it's been extremely linear.
There's been go on.
I was gonna say the only real difference right now is Lana Bean got her mirror out of logic, having not gotten the flippers out of Lumberjack Cave.
And also, Lana Bean is the only person who's got knowledge on Green Pendant Desert as well. So we got to see a Landmo fight from her.
Yeah, which nothing required there, so...
Yeah.
But if things are stingy later...
Yeah, it means that at any given point in the seed, any one of the other three runners could go there out of desperation looking for progression.
Yeah.
Which will put her all the more ahead.
Should we acknowledge the completely unnecessary hover in Skullwood's big chest?
I'll let you do that.
Okay, well, I just did it, so...
Okay.
It's been acknowledged. Good job, PJ.
If you say so. I'm just gonna say I can't press buttons that fast or rhythmically.
Also, as a note, Chimo did indeed decide to not do Back of Thieves Town without the hammer, so...
This is where we find out it's the wrong thing because hammer's in attic.
The hammer's probably just sitting on blind. It would not surprise me in the slightest. Also, I definitely think we're looking at checking the front of Swamp here.
Really? The front two, huh?
Yeah, just get the front, the one chest you can get in the front. Probably the Bombo's tablet first, but... Well, sure wasn't in a Hype Cave.
I keep forgetting this isn't a key sanity seed, so the first chest is guaranteed to be the small key.
Yeah. I got so used to that I stopped calling that the first chest and would just call the second chest the first chest. Did Chimo skip K45? I honestly didn't see at that point.
That is a yes.
Yeah, once again, we do seem extremely...
now, P-Train's of the school of thought that if I can get to the back of Thieves Town, I'm going to do the back of Thieves Town.
That's our likely place for the hammer at this point. Or at least progression of some sort.
Something.
I guess technically Mitts would be progression for Ice Palace, and also East Death Mountain.
Oh god. We could also see like a flute and get a forced double dip mire.
No, that doesn't really open up though, because we still need those mitts. Seems likely this is either mitts or like hammer or something.
Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, mitts is one of the few things that could be. Though hammer is here in Swamp. Is that a mushroom I just saw in the attic?
That is a mushroom you just saw in the attic.
Okay, well, what's in the first chest of Swamp? A map. Well,
Christ.
Cool.
Alright, we got a map.
Okay, so Chimo is heading back to K45. I wonder this could just be the big brain to save time mirror transitioning. Because now he can just run straight to Kakariko, because I think his only real check left is the back of Thieves Town. Yeah, back of Thieves Town has to be our answer, I think. And yeah, there's the mitts. Cool.
I'm just shaking my head at this point.
Well, so that opens up a bunch, or at least some. Opens up Ice Palace. Opens up. Oh yeah, Chimo, you have to go all the way around. Oh no. I think Chimo. Looks like Chimo's gonna do finish Eastern after realizing that he has to, well, not do anything. Or he has to go all the way around to get to the next check.
You gotta go on a heck of a journey.
Did Windfox just skip the big chest and say, just gonna go anyway?
He did.
I mean, it's nothing, so fair enough. Looks like Lana Bean is following P-Train into the back of Thieves Town, which is good for her. She's more likely to go to the mountain with those mitts.
Just goes it. No, it must be the mushroom. Instantly mirrors out. Just kidding.
I hope not. This is why Scott doesn't actually play random much.
No. Of course, that's not what's going to happen. I just think it'd be really funny. Look, every seed needs to have that "I must go, my people need me" moment where they save and quit somewhere where they're not supposed to. That just makes the seed.
Looks like P-Train's gonna add the Smith chain to his path here with those mitts. Makes perfect sense. That is another thing that opened up with those mitts. And we got our vanilla tempered sword. All according to plan. So it looks like Chimo is going to go from the first person to get to US Dark World to the last person to get the mitts. Things can swing real fast in this mode.
Yeah, no kidding.
But he does get his second crystal, so tied up the crystal count.
So I'm just gonna... So P-Train has the mitts.
Yes, P-Train has the mitts.
Okay. Looking at the tracker. There you go.
I just assumed it was lagging again. P-Train did check Dig Game before grabbing the Smith. I think we're less likely to see P-Train check that first chest of Swamp here with those mitts.
I do think that P-Train... Oh no. Yeah, P-Train did skip Powder. He didn't mirror back and get the Powder check.
Yep, yeah, it's true, he did not.
So...
It does waste quite a bit of time at this point because of where stuff is. Okay, looks like Chimo is going to check that. That actually worked, man. Catfish. Be curious to see what Chimo does after that. Those mitts, though, because he's going to feel behind after skipping it, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know. I would... I'm wondering if the reason why the runners that we have that do have their mitts, that have Ice Palace, pretty much readily up for grabs. I'm wondering if they're just hoping to find Samaria somewhere along the way before jumping in. Which is why they're doing all these other checks first.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what they end up doing, because
That was a disappointing hype cave.
I think more likely you're not going to see it because of Hammer than Kane.
Yeah, I guess we do have that that kind of overhead view. We know where things are better than they do.
Yeah. Curious to see if Lana Bean actually does check. Looks like Lana Bean is going to get rid of her
She's doing powder.
powder. So we'll see if powder leads to anything. Well, P-Train is going to give us our mushroom check.
Yeah, Statement HS says Dark Mountain or Ice, both don't feel great. I totally agree.
Ooh, Quake. Interesting. If that ends up being like the Turtle Rock and you get Kane on the mountain or something, then that's pretty big. So Lana Bean actually, I don't think powder was anything, but if she decides to skip purple chest here, then it's fine.
So it looks like P-Train's of the school of thought that with 2 out of 3 medallions, Dark Death Mountain is the more appealing place to go.
Really, Dark Death Mountain's the only logical place to go. Going into Hammerless Ice is a last resort when you only have a couple things before it anyway.
Right.
See where the seed's going to lead us next. There's the hammer.
Hammer on Dark Death Mountain Super Buddy Cave.
So now we are flippers and or not flippers, flute and canes from Go Mode. Ooh, it was Quake.
You're about 3 seconds ahead of me here, so your omniscience is appreciated.
Wahahaha. Okay, so just hammer. So our fairly linear seed continues.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer opens up the Thieves Town Big Chest, which I think had an item, because I think this was like map on the boss.
Yep.
So, but more importantly, it opens up the rest of Swamp Palace, and it opens up, well, Pendant Swamp Palace.
Pendant Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, and Turtle Rock, if I'm not mistaken. Well, not Turtle Rock, I'm sorry. We don't have Samaria yet.
Yeah, without Samaria, it doesn't technically get open up, but no point. Looks like P-Train is
and it finishes off pods.
Oh yeah, M-Pod, good point. I once again was not counting items, so... Whether that is an item or not, I could not tell you. But I could theoretically figure it out. So Chimo is indeed skipping Smith Chain, so it's not going to get his tempered sword, but gonna go get that hammer. Have you heard of the legendary tempered shield?
I'm pretty sure the runners are gonna hate it, no matter what, tempered or otherwise.
Okay, so it looks like according to P-Train's tracker, there is an item left on Helma.
Okay.
Okay, so Lana is fake flippering to Ice Palace. Lana is all in on there not being flippers required here.
Yep.
Which, we're getting thrown into Swamp here sooner rather than later, it looks like. Also trying to get her shield stolen. Instead is getting all of her bombs stolen.
Every bomb possible. Could you imagine if she had just been persistent and lost literally every bomb without Samaria?
Yeah. Okay, so Chimo remembering to do the mirror before doing other stuff. Well, Wind Fox is actually also going to do that first check of Swamp. Probably still feeling behind. And Kane probably just hiding in Ice Palace, as usual. So I think that puts us Flute and possibly Ether from Go Mode here.
Yep.
So that's good for Lana Bean. That means that takes her away from needing to go into Swamp still. Looks like our last item, I think, was in.
I never land that double bomb clear that Chimo just pulled off on the Pangator room.
Oh, yeah, I need to practice that one more myself. Okay, so 3 runners in Ice Palace.
And there's the Flute and Ice Palace big chest.
Ooh, wow.
So now it's Ether or bust if they're not in Go mode. This could be straight up Go mode for all we know.
The answer is Ice Palace. You just had to go get the hammer first through a long series of events. Ooh, P-Train almost got the quick tempered kill, but fortunately half magic makes the cleanup pretty easily.
It's kind of crazy that Lana Bean didn't get Samaria because Samaria's locked behind the hammer.
Oh, right. Lana didn't have hammer. I didn't realize she went there before. Well, that's going to put her back.
Yep.
And she can't go the fast way through either, because that's where the Samaria is, right where Chino picked it up. Oh, that's unfortunate. I imagine P-Train here is going to go straight to Meyer to see if that's where the last thing is.
We're definitely activating the Flute for sure right now. We need that.
Oh, yeah.
Salute.
Quack, quack.
Put mine in chat too.
Looks like Windfox is going to give us a Spike Cave check as well here.
Honk indeed, M4A 2000. Honk indeed.
Lana did not know. Ooh, Ether is apparently the answer indeed.
Go mode denied. Windfox showing us what fairies are good for.
Bitter Sword, apparently. I was low-key kind of hoping that would be Ether, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, time to go to Turtle Rock looking for Ether, probably, after a pod finish.
Yeah.
Bean using her fairy as well.
Yeah, chat, you're totally right. Finally some divergence, right? Okay, that's just mean.
Yeah, there isn't really much left that could be trolly. It's basically swamp. But I don't think anyone's going to go into swamp before finishing the rest of the dungeons here. And by the rest, I mean Pod and Turtle Rock.
Yep.
We know Pyramid Fairy is not going to be it. We already know Pedestal's not it. We already know Desert's not it.
Yeah, I guess the only frustrating place I can think of that it would be outside of TR Pod would be the big chest of Thieves Town.
Or Hammer Pegs, yep.
Hammer Pegs, that's true.
So that's a 2-item check that will probably be after Swamp for everyone but Lana Bean. Lana does not know about the flippers. I can only imagine, or else she would have gotten them already. So, if like the big chest of Thieves Town happens to be our Ether, then it could still work out for her in the long run.
Oh Lord.
It's not a lot of hope, but it is some hope.
Keeping it alive. Appreciate you, Freddy.
As you know, look on the bright side, which is the dark side for everyone else. But did we actually get all 4 items in Thieves Town? Oh, so it was the map in there. I guess I misremembered what was on blind.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, and there's Ether. Okay, well.
Yep.
That ended that fast. Lana, that's the key.
Now we're in proper go mode.
Yep, so P-Train with Ether gonna go officially in go mode at a 113-ish. Windfox just needs to go to Ice Palace. And Chimo... Oh, actually, they also both need to check Mushroom. Ooh, that could actually slow them down a bit. I guess maybe not Windfox. Windfox is going there now.
Yeah. but Windfox still hasn't been over to Ice Palace yet.
Yep. So Ice Palace will be complete go mode for Windfox after
Right.
this.
So get both his Samari and his flute from there.
Yeah.
This will get him Quake.
Chimo, we'll have to see what he ends up doing.
Oh, how interesting. Yeah, because Chimo won't be able to do TR without turning in that mushroom, so actually kind of like Windfox's position here because he's going to have less extraneous checks after doing Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be in go mode.
All just kind of depends on... Chimo's probably going to do Mire before Mushroom.
Right.
It's like no quick Mire for P-Train, unfortunately. Just a bunch of keys.
But if he does Mire, it could lead him to do something like Pyramid Fairy or something unnecessary to try and find that Quake medallion that we know about.
Yep. Okay, so that's Helma down for everyone now. So everyone has their Ether Medallion. P-Train found one item, the Cape, which is nice to have. I guess already had Burna, but... And there's the big key in the lobby chest.
He's going to go right through the railing. It's another one of those glitches that I know it's easy to do, but I've never bothered to master it.
Yeah. Just takes precise timing, basically.
I see it used all the time, though. I mean, like, virtually every time I see people in my gaming group that I play with, when I watch them do Mire, they almost always use that skip.
It's a fun skip.
Got some spooky actions going on P-Train's side, as expected.
Spooky, spooky, spooky. And Chimo is indeed heading into Mire as well. Not surprised. And it looks like Lana Bean also is getting her Quake. Crystal number 6 acquired for P-Train. Cane acquired for Windfox.
Just not going to go get those flippers. Lanamine is rebellious against them at this point.
Yeah, at this point she doesn't need him anyway, so...
She's gotta get to ice.
She got the ice.
She's gotta get there again. And
she's there again.
Now she has even less bombs than she had the last time. I swear that shield is going to haunt her the whole scene.
Probably. And that's go mode for Windfox, our second runner to go mode in this scene.
Yep.
while P-Train is heading to the mountain. Or heading to Turtle Rock, rather. Or rather, at Turtle Rock, I should say. And interestingly, Chimo is still sitting on Master Sword and might not even get to Tempered.
Yeah, our other two swords were Smith's and Spike Cave.
Yep. I imagine he's never doing Spike Cave. He might do Smith Chain before Mushroom, though.
Might do Smith. Well, it depends. Depends on where. Depends on where he goes for that Quake medallion. He might think Spike Cave into Turtle Rock is the play, rather than checking Potion Shop.
Well, he can't get into Turtle Rock. I think he did check the medallion.
Right. I'm saying that we don't know where Chimo is going to gamble that Quake medallion being. It might just be that Flute 2 isn't the way that they decide to go. We'll see.
It is a fairly quick
keep
one.
an open mind.
Yep, there's the other item.
You see, this is why you make brackets and I don't compete, though. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I have to bring that into it.
That's true.
Okay, there's Cane for Lana B. And the big key to go get the flute for Go Mode.
Yeah, I will be interested to see where Chimo hunts for that medallion first.
It'll likely be Mushroom first. It's the quickest check. The scene wasn't really that trolly, it was just very linear. It was a trolley for us, more so than for Runner.
That's true.
Chimo taking an eyeball hit there. Gonna have to switch to Cane. But once again, half magic is nice, so.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, P-Train having a bit of an issue with Pokey 2 here. That is 6 crystals for Chimo, 5 for Lana Bean, who is also now in Go Mode, without those flippers, for the record. Okay, so Chimo is not heading to 2 first. Chimo is heading straight to Swamp, okay, going for the density here, which is not going to work out for him. He might find silvers, and that's the only real useful thing.
Yeah. So it's looking like Windfox is, of the runners we have here, he's holding a good second here.
Looking like it, yeah. Just about most of Meyer ahead of Windfox, but all of Turtle Rock behind P-Train.
Yep.
And then some. Oh, Chimo's actually doing Big Bomb instead. Okay.
I mean, this could be silvers.
They're good. It was the opposite of silvers. Okay.
P-Train making very quick work of that Trinex.
Yep, getting that 7th crystal, and we're right next to GT, so get your guesses in quick for what chest. There are 22 chests, potential chests for the big key to be in. Go ahead and take your guess, and I will try to actually count.
What's your guess here, Freddy? You gonna name the actual chest? I'll say it's gonna be double firebar room.
Well, I usually stick with rando room because that's my favorite place for it to be. So,
Okay.
Which means my guess is usually around 11 to 12.
In true randomizer fashion. Lower right chest of right side, our tracker IQ says.
If we're gonna be that specific, then upper left of rando room.
Upper left of rando room.
I should just be on torch.
Okay, left side hope room. Something really shuts us all down right at the very beginning.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a DM route here from P-Train, or a Rando Rush. That's been popular lately. Looks like, nope, a DM strat, which is Stalfo's room into right side.
It's 5 so far.
And Chimo did indeed go get his mushroom after the big bomb there, so he'll actually pull back into second place of our restreamed runners. Just a little bit ahead of Windfox. We're 2 swords down, so definitely a good chance for Windfox to pull back ahead there. Okay, render room, that is what? I gotta count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11?
Yeah.
11.
We're at 11 right now.
Yep.
So 12 is my double firebar room. See how that works out.
Yeah. Here it is. Nope.
You're still 3 to 4 seconds ahead of me. It's amazing. I don't know how you're watching this, but
Okay, so this is 14 coming up, or 13 coming up, rather. I'm good at math, don't mind me. Okay, Lana Bean getting her 6th crystal and heading up the mountain herself. This is 14, 15, 16. Dang it. 17. 17? Yeah.
yep.
There's only 21, isn't there?
Yep.
22 is counting the big chest. Oh, it is 22. Okay. What am I forgetting then? Oh, tile room, right. No. I'm just bad at math. Don't it's fine. Well, but if that was 17, this is 18, 19, 20, and 20. Never mind. I'm bad at math. Anyway, so we got 3 more checks and then a tile room. And is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Good times. Well, all you tile room guessers.
All you tile room guessers are right, and this is interesting because when I feel behind, I always do tile room early because I know it's going to be the very last place that the people ahead of me are going to look.
We do not know where silvers are. At this point, it's pretty much swamp or the climb. There's not really much else we haven't seen. Hammer pegs.
So well done, Kragon, Democlus, and Altarian for guessing the worst possible chest that it could have been.
Okay, so P-Train.
Surger, the other 2 swords were at Smith and Spike Cave.
Okay, so while P-Train heads up the climb, let's turn our attention to the race for second on the race stream here between Chimo and Windfox. They're both almost done with Turtle Rock, but Chimo is down a sword and having a bit of issue with Trinex. While or down 2 swords even. While Windfox has that butter sword and can just tear through it.
Yeah, it just goes to show what a huge difference swords can make in this game.
Yeah, because Windfox was at least 2 rooms behind Chimo here and has already pulled ahead on the boss. Chimo not too far behind, but that sword difference will only lose time as we go, especially if Chimo ends up having to do Master Sword Silverless here, which is likely.
Increasingly likely. It looks like if those silvers aren't on the climb, I would say they're probably... I'm thinking they're probably in either that big chest in Thieves Town or in Swamp. I think anywhere else they might be.
Yeah, there's probably a non-zero chance Windfox does tile room early here. Probably same with Chimo, honestly. Though Chimo looking for swords is less likely.
Right. Put out there as well that we're still don't have any first place finishers yet in this race, so it's a very good chance that P-Train could be our front runner here overall.
Yeah, so far. Okay, so...
You bet someone's going to YOLO tile room. Nope.
Well, Windfox still could.
He could.
We've seen Chimo go right to left here. I'll actually gain a little bit of time back on Windfox here, probably. That's a faster route than doing full DM.
No one wants to gamble today. You gotta Gamba, am I right, chat? It's the only way.
I mean, to be fair, like you said, no one's finished yet, so... Which I guess could be like a, well, maybe it is tile room.
Exactly.
With how linear this seed has been, it's hard to kind of really tell where you're at. Okay, there's Aga 2 down for P-Train. Did it so fast I was barely paying attention.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta Gamba.
Okay, so Windfox and Chimo are tied again. More or less. Okay, so looks like there was no silvers on top. I don't know how much P-Train checked. I'm assuming all of it, but... Or sorry, Tempered Sword. Did I say better? Like a nice 1-1 for P-Train here.
Yep. Pretty textbook.
Yep, so just gonna need 12 spins on the last phase. Oh, he didn't check? Okay. So we'll get our hint from Ganon soon. Dark World, so hammer pegs?
Looks like. Imagine if it was something that we really benign that we all like. What if it was like Floating Island?
It's a little off on the timing there.
Floating Island can't quite. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see Dark World. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm watching P-Train's fight.
Yeah, I am with you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's P-Train is done. Get your GGs in chat for him.
And looking in, what a close finish for this race. P-Train finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, 59 seconds, which is third place. The first
By 20 seconds.
By 21 seconds. First place went to Gamachu with a time of 1 hour, 36:38, and then I'm not sure how I would pronounce that name. I guess it would be
R.D. Walsh.
Finishing with 1 hour, 36:48, 10 seconds after Gamachu. So very tight finish here.
And with that, we welcome P-Train to the post-race interview. Congrats on the third place finish.
GG's.
How are you feeling about that one?
Pretty good. I felt like I was given a gift with the book to Moon Pearl sequence. I thought that might trip a lot of people up. Because you most certainly go to Eastern before you go to an isolated Agena. But because I had the Moon Pearl, I did the early Aga, I got to single dip Eastern, which I felt was really strong in the seed, like a really good route.
Yep.
I don't know, for the most part, I was really happy with the order in which I found progression. Maybe finding Mirror before Flippers would have been better. Or finding Mirror before going up to the mountain once. That's like the only like real big routing complaint I have from the season. That's very small in the grand scheme of what could have happened during.
Yeah, with how linear it was, yeah.
Something interesting of our restreamed racers, you were the only one that actually peaked Aga, or Lumberjack, I mean.
I don't know why. Like, I'm starting to wonder if it's meta to skip that. Like, I've noticed a lot of people don't scout that early anymore.
And it paid off for you because, you basically went right there after you had the ability to.
Yeah, I thought the Aga play was a little aggressive, but I had the Pearl, which I knew was going to trip people up, and I didn't have a glove or a hammer. And of course, that they both could have been in Agina. I mean, I'm sorry, they both could have been in Saha's closet and the eastern area, whatever.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but I don't
But
know.
you also had
knowing
the
that
knowledge,
flippers,
so
yeah, knowing
yeah.
that flippers were on Lumberjack, I felt like it was a pretty safe gamble. Of course, they weren't needed. And
Yeah,
you know, going into the Dark World, the first thing you see is Pendant Swamp was not reassuring. But
Yeah.
that is what it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at the restream. You'll see actually Lana Bean forgot to actually go check that Lumberjack after getting boots and ended up finishing, or is working on finishing without those flippers. So, do you want to know where the other two swords are?
I only missed one.
Oh no, sorry, Chima's the one without two swords. The last one was the Spike Cave.
Okay. I hate Spike Cave. Especially in this seed, it just wasn't a good route. I suppose I could have sequence broke it after doing my Dark Death Mountain checks, but I hate Spike Cave anyways. So why would I sequence break it?
Exactly, yeah. It's hard to do.
I mean, I don't know if I had the fairy. I think there was a fairy in Kingston. So I had a fairy, a blue potion, and a red potion, so I could have easily done it. I just
that's
didn't want to.
Yeah, that's when both Lana Bean and Windfox said it was after the hammer, so it was with the fairy.
Yep.
Now hammer gave me Ice Palace and Ice Palace, and what else was it? Oh yeah, and I could have finished up Pod. So I felt pretty comfortable leaving it. And if Kane is in either of those locations, it gave me Turtle Rock, which gives me another out for scouting Spike Cave. You know, like Go Mode Thieves.
True.
Go Mode Turtle Rock isn't much faster than a full clear Turtle Rock. And Go Mode Ice Palace, I'm sorry, a full clear of Ice Palace with Icebreaker isn't the worst thing compared to a Go Mode Ice. So I didn't feel too bad leaving it.
Yeah, that's fair. Just watching Windfox and Chima are actually been back and forth really close on this climb. Or pretty much ever since Turtle Rock. But Chimo is down to, it looks like, yeah, it's going to be Master Sword Silverless versus Butter Sword, so probably won't end up being that close, but it's been a fun race to watch at least.
Well, I couldn't believe how tight the top three were. I mean, a 20-second differential on an hour 30-minute seed is pretty nuts.
And no one else has finished yet either. Yeah, so I think we've narrowed down. I think it had to be hammer pegs for the silvers. No one checked it, which makes sense with where everything was. I think the main thing to put Chimo behind is he skipped the back of Thieves Town on the first trip through. So basically last location mids.
Yeah.
Okay, dueling Aga 2s.
It was really the last big moment for Chimo to make up some time here, maybe get a triple. Yep.
That's a very nice triple at the end. Chimo through it as well.
Still no fourth place finish, so Windfox is very valid right now for our possible fourth place.
Yeah. I think he'll be relatively happy with that, considering how some of the early game went. He was one that got tripped up heavily by that Moon Pearl placement.
Moon Pearl, yeah, absolutely.
He ended up doing Aga 1 before as his only thing left other than Agina. And then, of course, did Armos before actually checking Agina.
Yeah, but the Armos play for him was still relevant because they were going to have to double dip that eventually anyway for the crystal, so he didn't really lose time on there, he just sort of banked it for later.
True.
I do think that it would have been nice to be able to loop that in, obviously, whenever you do. But
Yeah, I think the most ideal was looping it in with the finishing of pod after you get mirror, but
yep.
I can definitely understand doing it early. The seed's basically making you go do it. Okay, looks like only a couple more left for WinFox.
Oh. Another tight group finish.
There's WinFox.
Get your GGs in chat for WinFox, everybody. So, 4th, 5th, and 6th place, Matt Cap, Late Bit, then WinFox at 44, 144.45, 144.55, and then 145.21. Another very tight grouping.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get WinFox in here for a quick post-game interview. And we've got WinFox. GG, WinFox.
GG.
GG's. Congrats on the 6th place finish. I guess we'll start with the Moon Pearl. How's your feelings about that Moon Pearl placement?
Interesting.
Yeah, fair.
Like, just the early game sequence was just... I haven't played a seed like that in a very long time.
Yeah,
It's definitely one of those seeds.
Go on, Freddie.
Because yeah, it was one of those seeds that was just very linear throughout. Like, just kept leading to various places. I do want to turn our attention though, because we're at a pretty close race now between Lana Bean and Chimo. They're both in phase 4, and I have not been counting how close they are at.
Lana Bean with that sword advantage. Let's see if she can catch up here.
Yeah. Got through phase 1 and phase 2 much faster, but missing some sword spins on phase 4.
Yeah, I gotta
And
say, WinFox, what were your feelings when you finally did check Lumberjack and saw the flippers there that you could have had info on for quite some time?
I mean, when I saw the flippers there, I was like, either this isn't required at all, and we'll never touch Swamp Palace, or I'm gonna be going to Swamp Palace at some point. And it turns out they weren't needed at all.
Yeah.
Nope. Which is why Lana Bean is finishing without them. So get your GGs in chat for Chimo and Lana Bean, both finishing within about, gosh, another 20, 30 seconds of one another.
Yeah, 15 apart. 19 and or 9th and 10th is what their final finish times were. GG's Lana Bean as well.
GG's Lana Bean.
I goofed.
It honestly almost worked out for you outside of that early dip into Ice Palace before the mountain.
Yeah, I knew I had skipped flippers somewhere, and I was like, there could be a hammer here. I've got Dark Death Mountain, but what are the chances? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Have you been given the location yet of those flippers? Do you know where they were?
I have no idea. I was going through in my head being like, I've skipped one location somewhere. It's got to be flippers, but I don't know where.
Lumberjack.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I never checked Lumberjack. Okay.
Yeah. At least they weren't needed.
Yeah, I mean, Aga was needed, so it's not like it would have taken any time out of anybody's hands, really, but that makes sense. I was kind of racking my brain going, I've skipped something, and I desperately hope it's flippers.
Yeah, and based on what we've seen from our from the 4 players that were streaming, we're thinking that Silvers is almost surely on hammer pegs as well this seed. So
I think Hammer Pegs is one of the few overrule checks I never went back to.
Yep.
Yeah, no one did. We never saw it from anyone here. But with that hint, I think that was the only Dark World.
But for a while, it was early enough that I was like, okay, I could have skipped Hammer to get south. I could have skipped Myths to go north. So I was really kind of racking my brain, hoping that it was flippers that I skipped somewhere.
Yeah.
So on my tracker, the Dark World I didn't check was Hammer Pegs and Pyramid Fairy.
We saw Pyramid Fairy.
Okay.
It's 2 pieces of heart.
Okay.
I mismarked my tracker. I don't even remember what the other red crystal was. I've got Thieves Town, but that's it.
Misery Mire was the other one.
Mire, yeah.
Oh,
Chimo was go mode Quake after doing Mire, so did Pyramid Fairy into Mushroom.
Got you. Well, yeah, I guess by the time I got to Myra, I was finally in go mode, so I was like, well, I lose by at least 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, I don't know. I guess that's the one place I just completely dumbed on. I'm going through, after Aga, I'm going through, okay, I've skipped something. What did I skip? And it was I went to bed, got the glove, and then it was like, okay, I missed one location. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I can't believe it was Lumberjack, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I think at a certain point we kind of figured you'd forgotten about it, so...
Yeah, what's crazy is, I guess it must not be meta anymore, but of all of our runners, only one of the 4 of them actually previewed that spot, too.
Got you.
Yeah. GG's, Chimo.
GG's.
What did you think of that seed?
I don't know, like, it didn't seem that bad, but actually there was a lot of stuff in, like, the worst possible spot if you read it wrong. Or, I don't know, in general.
It's
Yeah.
true. Would you like to know where your 2 swords were? Your other 2 swords?
I'm gonna guess Smith Chain, I don't know.
Yeah, so Vanilla Smith was one of them. And the other one was Spike Cave.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
sure. I was feeling good about the Smith Chain skip, but once G2 was cleared and there was nothing in there, then it was less good. Basically.
Yeah.
But Spike Cave I was okay with. I'd purposely skip Spike Cave because you didn't have like a cane or cape, and I was like, I don't know, maybe they're both in GT. It was so late already. And then they both showed up like immediately after that.
Yeah, and Silvers we think are on hammer pegs. We're pretty darn sure.
Oh, I could have got those with Smith Chain.
True. If you went there instead of... I was wondering if you're going to go check Mushroom first, or then you end up going to the Pyramid, so...
Yeah, I mean, the route I took, that was about the biggest cost, was going to Pyramid. I don't know. It's kind of a choice, I think, to go into the back of Thieves or not, and if you did it, you probably did better in the seed, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back of Thieves was one, and then the other one was the Moon Pearl location was a bit nasty this time around.
Yeah, and yeah, I dipped Eastern, which I guess you didn't have to do, and then I went back to Eastern and could have done it with Pod, and yeah, nothing really worked out too well this seed.
Well, GG is still a great time.
Thank you.
And in top 10. So, in fact, all of our racers this time were in top 10. So pretty darn nice.
Yeah.
GG's everybody.
Dark Death Mountain before going to Ice Palace. I mean, really, clowning, whatever.
With that, I want to thank all of our racers again for putting on a clinic for us. It's been really fun getting to commentate on everything y'all have been doing. So please give them a follow if you haven't already. And then thank you to my co-com here, Freddie, for the excellent banter. Thank you to Ikir and to Jinxie Girl for the tracking. Appreciate it. And then
Thank you all. You're amazing.
And then of course everybody else that's on the Restream team, you guys do great work here. So
yeah, thank you for giving us the chance to commentate this pretty fun weekly seed. A bit linear, but there's some interesting differentiation between how everyone was running. So made it exciting to the last minute, especially with a title room seed.
Yeah, we were wondering if any of you were feeling behind and that you were going to gamble. No gambas today, unfortunately.
I didn't go fully right. I did tile room before checking 4 right chests, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
True.
If you've got Master Sword going in, you don't even want the big key right away. You want a sword first.
That's true
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I had a feeling you weren't going to do it just purely because of that. It's like yeah, it could be a tile, but I want a sword anyway. So. Or silvers at the very least.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, I want to have any last thoughts about the seed?
And just thank you all. Like you were saying, thank you for commentating. Thank you, trackers. Thank you, Restreamer. Yeah, greatly appreciated. I know part of the jobs, and it's fun, but it's a little work. So thank you all.
It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you for being on the Restream today. We had a wonderful time. So with that, I think we will wrap it up for the day. Or maybe not the day. There's probably something else happening. I don't have a schedule hand.
We've got our first, what is it, the race tonight? First bracket race, I think, at, what, midnight Eastern?
Midnight Eastern, yep. I believe that is actually our tracker Ikir in that one.
And I guess I'm part of that commentary crew, so there's that.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
That'll be on Speed Gaming 2, yeah, midnight Eastern.
I'll look forward to heckling you from chat. It'll be great.
Do it!
Okay.
All right. With that, we are out. Thanks, everybody.